Nurture will be held once a week, every Thursday after school in a school auditorium. It is for high school students ages 14 through 17 and will be led by a psychologist who will also be overseeing one peer mediator and a counselor. It will aim to teach students conflict resolution, how to manage their stress and anxiety levels, and how to express themselves. Nurture will always incorporate a 3-minute guided meditation in the beginning of the program with students. The reason why I chose to incorporate a 3-minute guided meditation was because I wanted to mirror a self compassion 8-week course that I read about within a recent study. And it was designed to cultivate self compassion through the introduction and practice of guided meditation and exercises for adults. So, conclusions from a randomized controlled trial implementing this intervention reported that adults found decreases in depression, anxiety, and stress. Most importantly, these findings were maintained after a 1-year follow-up, which I thought was pretty amazing. So I wanted to mirror this and incorporate a 3-minute guided meditation every time the program starts. Why meditation? Because mindfulness and meditation will set a really strong foundation for all the students. It would help them with avoiding negative mental states like anxiety and depression. And studies have even shown that being able to cultivate self compassion would help demonstrate improvements within optimism, satisfaction, compassion for others, and even body appreciation. Students that will learn how to meditate by consistently doing this 3-minute guided meditation once a week will in turn be a lot more calmer. They will learn to handle their emotions better, and they will go into the program on a lighter note and a calmer note. Social and emotional learning is an important part within any prevention program. So, all students will be given their own personal journal where they can write down their feelings, worries. Then they will be invited to share their feelings or anything they feel comfortable speaking about in a secured and supervised group chat. Also, can be known as fishbowl sharing. And for those that don't want to share, they can also speak to a counselor one-on-one. They will always have that option. Additionally, students will utilize PATHS, which is a curriculum that uses feeling face cards with line drawings that can be individualized to depict feelings as a way for students to identify emotions. So I think that would be very beneficial for many of the students attending Nurture. Students will work with a mediator to resolve conflict. They will write down the problem and share the feelings about the problem one at a time. Then they will learn to cooperate and communicate with one another by doing so. They will also learn forgiveness and reconciliation through journaling and brainstorming ways to fix the issue together rather than be against one another. They will understand the nature of cooperation and learn to verbalize ideas clearly to each other. And it'll become more of a team effort in finding a solution and understanding the realistic expectations that each student has rather than going back and forth and fighting. So it'll become a more supported team effort. The end of the program will always conclude with a light yoga stretching exercise. Of course, it will be guided by a counselor, and the physical activity aspect of it will help adolescents understand that through physical fitness, they can achieve a calmer state, and they can also learn to maintain stress and anxiety better. And I think that's really important, especially within school settings. Students need to know the benefits of physical activity and stretching and yoga and any kind of exercise because it really helps with their global self esteem. It also relates to self worth, self regard, and even a recent meta analysis showed that physical activity programs, especially those that are held within school settings, provide many, many different improvements. So I think that ending with a light physical activity will help students find that balance and continue to enjoy the rest of their week and weekend.